Today we're going to look at the automation editor in LMMS, Linux Multimedia Studio. What I'm just going to do here is I'm going to click on this default synthesizer, although you can do this with any instrument. And then I'm going to right click it and go open in piano roll. Now the automation editor, when we get to it, is kind of like bands and other applications where you can control the panning and volume of an instrument. So I'm going to start in here, and I'm just going to start making some notes here. And just so we have some sound to work with. Okay, so now we got that, we can play it. But let's say we wanted the volume to go up and down at certain points of that, or have it fade in. Basically, by default, you have an automation track here in your song editor. And all you have to do is hold down Control on your keyboard and drag the volume from that instrument to that track. And then we can drag this out to be the length of the instrument. And now this automation track will control the volume of that instrument. So we can right-click that and open an automation editor. And what we can do, make this a little wider here, we can draw like so, and you'll see that corresponds right here. And now I'll press play and you'll see that it fades in. And we can have the volume go up and down just by drawing things up and down in here like so. If I zoom in here, oops, zoomed in a little too much, you'll see the volume knob corresponding to our automation track here. So that's volume there. Now if we stop that, we can also add another automation track just by clicking on this button right here. And you can obviously drag other instruments and beats, but we're going to use the same one, but I'm going to drag down the pan button to control the fading from left to right. So I'm going to hold down Control, and I'll just drag that pan down to here. Move it to the beginning of the song there, and I'll stretch it out some. And now if we open up this in an automation editor, so far if you look real closer, you can see there's one point. You may not be able to see that in the video. And that's just in the center. So we're centered in both speakers now. But once again, we can start drawing up and down here. And these represent left and right. And so now if we were to play this out, you can see the panning here. If I play that again, zoom in, you'll see that the pan button is now corresponding to what we drew down here. So that is how you create panning and volume fading with the song editor. You can do the same thing in the beat editor if we were to add some instruments over here. Like so, we'll add that and that. And now I can add in some beats here. At the same time, we can add an automation track, and we can hold down Control and grab the panning button to there. We can add another one, and we can control the panning of this one here. And then we just have to right click and go open an automation editor. And once again, we can go through our left and right channels here like so. And you'll see that corresponding here and lining up with the instrument itself. We'll open up the other one now and we'll do a wave like so. So now we're going to press play. And you'll notice how we have kind of a empty volume there. That's because we drew our automation track further than the instrument's going. If I'm saying that in a weird way, it doesn't make any sense, I apologize. So we can hold down Control, or actually, I guess that doesn't work here. We'll click on our selection box here, and we can select these points and hit delete, and you can delete any points you want. And we'll move this back to here, and now we'll press play, and if I zoom in here, you'll see that the panning is controlled on that one going left and right as it goes left and right here, and it pans from right to center because that's what we're doing here for the hi-hat. So that's a quick look at the automation editor. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you find that helpful. And have fun. If you have any questions, post them in the comments, and visit filmsbychris.com for more videos and tutorials like this. The link is in the description, and it's Chris with a K. Have a great day.